Our channel, we're going to make sure the thing's still running. The FBI network that drives by our home is no longer online. This is Chance from Simply Clean Foods. I save a lot of money, Chance, because if I want to make 1 glass of orange juice and not 32 glasses of orange juice, I just make the orange juice and put the powder back. I don't have to buy the sugared old ultra pasteurized radioactive orange juice that's on the shelf at Fred Meyer. Ultra pasteurized means it's been subject to gamma rays, and when we took a Geiger counter to our ultra pasteurized milk in the Army, it went eh. So God help you if you get ultra pasteurized. But it's not ultra pasteurized. We get pure freeze-dried orange juice. I make a cup, I mix it in a bullet, and I drink it. And then if you're diabetic or partly diabetic, fruit juice will spike your sugar. Well, if I want a glass of orange juice, or I can make half a glass of orange juice and add stevia to it, and I don't have to make a whole 2 quarts and drink it up. So Chance, you're with Simply Clean Foods. You also sell Immucyst, which we give to all our animals and their neuropathy, their neurological diseases. All the squirrels are going away. They're walking normal now. So you have an update on what's going on in Iran. 4 days ago, I could tell you where the nukes were. I'm sorry, I could tell you where the large firecrackers were. But since Israel started bombing Iran, they started moving them out. Now they want a bunker buster bomb. What is wrong with the White House, this Susan Wiles? Are they stupid or suicidal? I can't figure this one out.
You know, I am monitoring this situation in the Middle East, and it's starting to escalate now that Turkey is calling for the entire Muslim Brotherhood to back up Iran. And of course they would. These are their relatives, right? Syria, Turkey, Iran, Iraq, Egypt even. These, they're all one big family.
Right.
Okay, so the difference is Turkey has nukes.
Right.
Okay, and so I want to say this to, I've said this to you, but I think your listeners need to hear this as well. We need to get out of the Middle East for 3 reasons. Number one, we have enough problems here at home. We have fentanyl coming into our country, killing our children.
Right.
Let's focus on getting fentanyl off our streets. We have illegals coming in that have rap sheets a mile long. These are murderers. These are rapists. These are people who hurt children, okay, in horrible ways. We need to focus on that. Number 3, we are $37 trillion in debt, and that's rising every day.
Right.
Do we really to be in an offensive war, which would turn into World War III? Absolutely not. The Middle East has been at war for 1,000 years because it's a war that's based on their faith. A faith war, this is why they have suicide bombers. A faith war is a setup where a Muslim is not willing or it doesn't care if he dies for his faith. He's going to have, 12 or 13 virgins?
35 virgins or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, so...
They misread the Quran. I've read it. They misread it so badly.
Yeah, and on top of it, if the U.S. starts, right now, we're in defensive mode. I mean, we are knocking out some of the missiles and bombs that are being sent over to Israel because Israel the Iron Dome can't keep up with all of them, okay? That's one thing. But that bunker buster and trust me, folks, I know what I'm talking about here. That is a 30,000-pound bunker buster. It can only be delivered by a B-2 bomber or stealth bomber, okay? Guess what, folks? Israel doesn't have those. So who's going to deliver that 30,000-pound bunker buster to take out the Ayatollah?
We are on our B-2 bombers.
Well, let's hope not, because once you enter the war in that fashion, you become the aggressor. You now are in the war. And brother, I just pray that cooler heads prevail here. We don't want or need any more of this. We need to focus on our people at home. If you're listening out there, just say amen.
Amen. Go ahead.
I'm going to take you guys for a little walk. I have a little surprise for you. I'm going to take you for a little walk. Right now I'm in the office, and I'm going to take you into the packing room so that I can show you guys what we're talking about. These 4 new products. I love these products. Like you said, I take that orange juice or pineapple juice, and what I'll do is I'll put it in that blender cup.
Yeah, little
and
micro blender.
Yeah, put it with some ice and have a real nice, cold, refreshing drink.
Do you know how much money
and
we're
that's great.
you know you know how much money we're saving by buying your products? If I want some peas, I don't have to buy a pound of peas and eat 3 or 4 bites and let the rest go to waste. If I want 3 or 4 things of peas, I just put yours in there. They're sweeter, they're not irradiated, and I can have a little dish of peas and not have to throw any food away. I am saving so much money with your juice powders. That pineapple juice, boy, that's something else. And I take it and I put a scoop in there and I put some stevia in there and I mix it up, and it tastes like orange juice, but it's only 50% orange juice. My blood sugar doesn't spike. I don't get radioactive, and it tastes great. It's not acidic like the Fred Meyer orange juice is really acidic. It doesn't burn my mouth.
Yeah, I'm going to turn the camera around here so you guys can see this. So you just mentioned the
that's wonderful.
Powder. Yeah, so there's 35 servings of pineapple juice in this pouch. This powder in here has a shelf life of up to 20 years, sealed the way that this is sealed. And, Captain, you already know, but every package that we have of food is resealable. There's a reseal right here at the top. And here's the orange juice powder.
Love that.
40 servings of orange juice powder in this Mylar bag. And again, the way it's sealed, it can last up to 20 years. But Captain, you're just right. You're absolutely right about this. When you bring in a product that has been freeze-dried, basically it puts that food into stasis without using heat. Right? I can open up this orange juice powder right now, take out just a scoop. A scoop says 1 tablespoon.
Mm-hmm.
Take out 1 scoop, make myself or my wife or, make 1 or 2 glasses and then seal it up. And guess what? You can put it in your pantry. You don't have to refrigerate it. And it's still good for 6 months after you open it up.
And if I want a glass of orange juice next week, because I don't want to drink the whole 2 quarts and everything's going bad so fast. We get avocados 3 days later, they're bad. We get peaches 3 days later, they're rotten. We get a melon 3 days later, they're rotten, and we end up throwing it all away. I don't throw food away using your food, and it's not radioactive. And it has no pesticides and herbicides, so I'm not getting poisoned food that's radioactive.
No, you're absolutely right. The freeze-dry process doesn't use heat. It freezes the product to negative 60 degrees Fahrenheit and then uses vacuum to pull the ice crystals off. And so what you're left with is a product that has free of moisture, over 99% free of moisture, which lets it become shelf stable for many, many years to come if packaged correctly.
Exactly.
Now I'm showing you guys the new lime juice powder. If you are in the middle of summer, you've been working outside, there is nothing more refreshing than lime juice powder or lemon powder to make limeade or lemonade, right?
Right. And that says no GMO, no high fructose sugar, no corn syrup that'll kill you. That's my opinion.
That's right.
And none of that garbage you find. And the other thing is, these juices that you buy may or may not have sugar in them. They don't have to tell the FDA. If they are GRAS, generally regarded as safe, they can put anything they want in the orange juice. And that's what
right.
Kennedy's fighting for, is to eliminate the GRAS regulations that generally regarded as safe. Because if ConAg wants to add cyanide to chili, they can, because they regard it as safe. Our rules are insane.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. They are insane. So yeah, this is the packing room. This is where the folks that work in logistics pack all of your orders that are going out on a daily basis.
Right.
So this is where you would pull from to fulfill the orders. As you can see, we have right now almost 80 products in stock, 80. And all of these items are also listed.
Oh, the strawberry
on,
powder is wonderful. I think I like the acacia the best, but I think now I've adopted the orange juice as my favorite. Although I eat these banana chips up here, and a handful of banana chips that are not radioactive, not pesticide-full, they fill me up for the whole time of the show. Ooh, coffee.
That's right. Okay, I want to talk about this is only on your channel, no other channel but your channel. We have what they call a dark roast. It's a Italian roast. And what we've done, yeah, we got this, actually, the beans, we got these by accident. So what we've done is we have pouched these up. Now, each pouch, these are whole bean. We can grind it for you, but it's better to not do that. You're not supposed to grind coffee until it's ready to be brewed. But each pouch is a pound of coffee. We are giving away this coffee with any order over $50. Any order, doesn't matter what you order. You want to order, 2 or 3 orange juice powders, we're going to send you that free of charge. That is a $20 value. That's a pretty darn good deal, and we'll ship it to you free of charge. So take advantage of that, guys. If you like a dark roast, this is the coffee for you. And this coffee can also be used for long-term storage because, again, guys, this is Mylar. Okay? So this stores for many, many years, and it's going to be under a vacuum. And so you can use this for emergency storage for coffee as well. All right? So we're going to be giving that completely away. Let me go ahead and switch the camera back around here. There we go.
By the way, if you get one of those Mylar I love you balloons, just put it up 100 feet in front of a military radar. It'll drive them nuts. They'll think the world's being invaded. The Mylar reflects the radar right back, and it'll blank out their screen. You put them in panic mode. It's that good of a stuff. I mean, it doesn't even breathe.
That's right. So, yeah, Captain, we're very excited about the new products. Also, if folks don't know, if you're a new listener to William Mount 1 or 2, we also now have generators that you can use in the home without fuel. Whisper quiet generators that can be charged by your car, even solar, wind, or many different ways. And generators all the way from portable generators that you can put in the back of your truck or your car to power up tools and things like that, mobily, or generators for the entire house.
Well, now let's think about this for a minute, Chance. Okay, everybody's got to drive to work, right?
Right.
So you charge this machine on the way to work, and you charge this machine on the way back. You come home and you plug your refrigerator into it when you have a power outage. And you got a light. So you got a light, a refrigerator, and your computer. And then you go to work the next day. You plug this in to the car. As you go to work, you charge it. As you come home, you charge it. Then you take it out of the car and you bring it in, and you plug your freezer into it, or your refrigerator, and you plug your cell phone in, and you got a computer working in this, because I've got one, and it's got all kinds of plugs. So I am fully functional, 100%, as a business. If I drive to work and I come home and I work on the computer, I'm 100% fully functional when there's a power outage, which right now Tehran and most of the cities in Iran no longer have power. I don't know if you know this, their grids are down.
I can imagine that would be true. They have been receiving a beating lately, absolutely a beating. But they need to be shut down. They really need to be shut down. You mentioned the freezer. Look, we are in a recession. I don't care what the government says or doesn't say about where we're at, but we are in a recession. Folks are struggling just to put food on the table. So if the power goes out, can you truly afford to lose all of that food in your refrigerator and your freezer? That's hard-earned money, folks. Hard-earned money. Having a piece of equipment, and most of these guys are under $1,000, okay? Having a piece of equipment on hand that's going to keep that food cold, get you through a blackout, or a temporary power outage is huge, right?
Right.
I know of people that have lost a freezer full of venison,
Ooh.
and they just had to cry. They absolutely wanted to cry. All of their meat was gone, and you can't eat that much meat during a power outage. So yeah, you have to be prepared for these things.
Well, the other thing is, I put a bowl on the wood stove and we have stew, and it powers out. I run the wood stove. I just put the freeze dried food in there, and we have stew, and we have coffee, and we don't have to worry about all this stuff. So if you're living in the woods and you don't have this freeze dried food, there's something wrong with you, because you lose power all the time in the woods.
Absolutely.
And so, if you don't use freeze-dried food, you might as well kiss that venison goodbye. And if you don't have an alternate power source, and when the power goes out, sometimes it goes out for 2 or 3 weeks, and you still got to drive to work, and you can charge that battery up. In Montana, I watched a guy come in, and he would drive a car into a garage and hook up 2 electrical leads, and that's how he ran the lights in his house. He had 3 little light bulbs. But with this device, you can run a freezer and the lights and your computer simultaneously, and you don't have to go down when the power goes down. You can coordinate rescues right on your computer.
Absolutely. And what I like, and this happened in the state of Rhode Island. I've got a buddy
Mm-hmm.
who lived up there, and they had a power outage, but his neighbor was on a oxygen generator. That's what they call it.
Oh my God, yeah.
It was required that she have oxygen, on her oxygen mask on her face. And so when her power went out along with his, she was in trouble. She was in big trouble. And so he remembered that she was there. He rolled one of our generators over to her house, plugged in her oxygen generator, and it probably saved her life.
Wow. I never thought about that.
So that having that ability to share that power with others, not only is it the Christian thing to do, it's the right thing to do. And having a unit in your car at all times, you never know. You never know how you can help your fellow man with food, water, power, whatever that is. And so, yeah, truly, guys. And we have a layaway program, guys. If you want to make monthly payments on a generator, no interest charges or anything like that, we can do that. Let me give you our phone number before I forget. Got a mind like a sick elephant. That phone number is 737-400-2066. I'll repeat that, 737-400-2066. If you want to see the generators, go to naturedrivenenergy.com. So the word nature, then drivenenergy.com. You can see all the generators there. Do not place your order online. Go ahead and give us a call, and we have promotions that we can offer if you call us, okay? Plus, we can help guide you as to what size system that you're going to need. Same thing with food. Call us up, tell us how many people are in your family, how long you'd like to prepare. We suggest 6 months with the food that you can use now, or you can save it for later. It's clean food. You won't have any healthier food than Simply Clean Foods, because we don't use any preservatives. So enough of that, brother. We are living in absolute dangerous times, and I am in prayer for our country. I'm in prayer for our leaders, and I pray that cooler heads prevail here, because we are at a tipping point. And I mean like that Cadillac that is going over the cliff, just balance it. We are at a tipping point right now. And if we don't get this under control, brother, it's not going to be good. There'll be a lot of victims.
Well, I think we're going to have another Pearl Harbor or 9/11. A lot of dead Americans, and then we'll get into this conflict, and then Trump can take out the 100,000 Chinese agents and the 12 drone bases in America ready to take out our military bases. Chinese drone bases in frickin' America, thank you, FBI. And then we can take out those drone bases, and then we can take care of 40 million illegal aliens and ship them back from whence they came. But he's going to need a 9/11, because Hegseth is worthless as you know what on a warthog. So, But I really think that's where we're headed, and that's why the Ayatollah said, we're going to send you a message that you'll remember for a millennium, as he stroked in a atomic weapon. He's insane. Underground.
Doesn't he understand by that statement he is committing genocide against his own people, because the only response to that is leveling the country of Iran?
He wants to kill everyone so the Messiah comes back. I heard Netanyahu #1, we're on #3 now, I heard Netanyahu #1 tell the head, we showed it on television years ago, I will bring about the nuclear war to bring back the Messiah. We showed it on TV, so the Ayatollah, he's hiding underground. The heck with this people. Kill them all. Bring the Messiah back. He's underground, hiding in caves. We have the huge cave complex between the White House and Camp David. Huge. You used to be able to take tours of it. All our leaders are underground right now, hiding like rats. And they're ready for this to go off. And so these people don't care about us. The Ayatollah doesn't care about the Muslims. All he wants is to hide underground and kill the world population. He can't feed 92 million people because the rivers and the wells have run dry this month. So his only option is massive conflict. Kill the people. That's the Ayatollah's only option. Oh, don't worry, I get a death threat once a week, so don't worry about it.
That's the thing, Captain. Whether you are residing in Iran or North Korea or any other communist state, please understand the people, the citizens of these countries, are absolutely against these foreign wars.
Yeah, everybody is. Anyway,
they don't have a safe matter, right?
We're running out of time.
Yeah, the missiles aren't coming into, their underground bunkers. They're coming into the apartment buildings. They're coming into the cities, the homes where the people live, where the people reside. It's a sad state of affairs when a country's leaders throws all of their own citizens, their own people, under the bus.
It's really sad. I looked at the apartment buildings hit by missiles from Russia, and I was standing in those places. And I know those buildings, and I've met those people, and now they're getting bombed, and it's... Anyway, we're going to let you go. 737-400, like the plane that keeps falling out of the sky. $20.66, simplycleanfood.net. And we'll let you go, and I pray for President Trump that he makes the right decisions.
It's Simply Clean Foods, plural, just because I've had people go to Simply Clean Food. That's a different company. Simply Clean Foods, plural.net.
Yeah, the link is below.
NatureDrivenEnergy.com.
Okay, we'll let you go, folks. Have a wonderful day.